And the problem is, I think the real conspiracy lay simply in the way technology is. We've all grown up as kids staring at the television. We're used to sitting in a position looking at the screen. Now we've moved to an electronic maze, which is the internet, full of algorithms, search engines owned by the same establishment. Everybody's in there looking for things, getting dopamine hits when they find it, the algorithms leading them into more information of the same type. And if I were to take a father and threaten his children in front of him, that would be the worst torture for a father. That's what you're going through. Many people are sitting there feeling that their whole family and everything is being threatened by this evil. They have no faith in God whilst they're doing it. They don't trust that this is nothing, God can sort it out, this is easy. They have only the narrative of fear. You've been beaten down, you've lost, this evil elitist group has taken over the world and you're done for. That's the only narrative they hear. They have no faith in God. They go totally by the sight of the enemy's matrix, ultimately, the false light. God is light, whoever controls light plays at God, and thus you are in the false light matrix. No faith, no trust in God, no belief in God. And faith is the conduit by which God's power works through you. But faith is also the conduit by which the beast's power works through you. And everybody inadvertently has faith in the beast's narrative, and thus they channel and fuel that energy into reality. They talk it into reality constantly. They fear it in the currency of control that is fear. And nothing gets done, because when you're fearful, you can't build. And that's what needs to happen. People should be building infrastructure and doing their original thing. If everybody in the world is sitting, looking at a screen, looking at the news, listening to one another talk about the screen and the news and the story that's being played out in among our global systems, if everybody is doing that constantly, then who's going to get up and build anything new? You're all just distracted by a dazzling light and a dazzling story. Whereas really what you need to be is what God instructed. Become a living sacrifice. Find your original calling. Surrender your life to God via the present moment and the silence of the mind and nature. And then find an original path. And in that faith, walking by that faith, then the loving system, the Christ system we want to see on this planet, where there's enough money to feed children and it's ridiculous to bomb them instead of vice versa, is the one we will see manifest, because we'll have faith that we can't do it on our own, but collectively everyone will do their own little bit to bring it about. That's all I've got to say. I hope that makes sense to you all. I love you all. That's why I say this. God bless.